and months, all of you will start to look ahead and think about the changes that will be taking place. There will be days when these thoughts will fill you with delight and eagerness about the different experiences you will encounter. There will also be days when these thoughts will fill you with apprehension and worry. How will I find my homeroom? How will I find my locker? Will I be able to remember my combination and open my lock? Will 4 minutes be enough time to get to my next class? The fear of the unknown. These are all the same feelings that all of us feel when we leave a place we have called home for so many years and move on to another. Before long, these questions will all be answered, and you will all feel at home once again at Bernard Middle School. Over the past few years, I've had the privilege to get to know all of you. I have watched you grow tremendously in that short period of time, both academically and socially. It gives me great confidence and pride to be sending such a fine group of students to Bernard. Your excellent character truly stands out in my mind when I think of your class as a whole. At Birch Lane, we talk to you all the time about character. We focus on traits such as honesty, citizenship, courage, tolerance, and respect. I have seen these traits displayed over and over again with your class. You've conquered fears and encouraged each other at Adventure Park. I've seen you get involved in efforts to raise awareness and help those in need. I've seen you walk several miles on the beach, picking up trash and planting grass to keep the places we love in our community clean and beautiful. I've seen you adopt a battalion, organizing and sending donations to our troops overseas. I've seen you celebrate each other's differences and embrace each other for who you are as individuals. You have truly filled my bucket each and every day, and I thank you for that. Before I end, I'd like to share a story with all of you. This is a story about someone you have all heard of. I won't say who just yet. To tell you this story, I put together a timeline of events in this person's life. Listen carefully. In 1816, at the age of 7, his family was forced out of their home and he had to go to work to support them. Several years later, in 1831, he failed in business. In 1832, he ran for state legislature and lost. In 1832, he also lost his job. Still in 1832, he wanted to go to law school, but his application was rejected. In 1833, he borrowed some money from a friend to begin a business. And by the end of the year, the business had failed and was bankrupt. He spent the next 17 years paying off that debt. In 1836, he had a nervous breakdown and had to spend 6 months in bed. In 1838, he sought to become the Speaker of the state legislature and was defeated. In 1840, he sought the position of elector and was defeated. In 1843, he decided to run for Congress and he lost. In 1846, he ran for Congress again. This time he won and he made his way to Washington. In 1848, he ran for re-election to Congress and he lost. In 1849, he sought the job of land officer in his home state and was rejected. In 1854, he ran for U.S. Senate and lost again. In 1856, he sought the vice presidential nomination at his party's national convention and he received less than 100 votes and he lost. In 1858, he ran for U.S. Senate again and he lost again. So, in 1860, despite all of his previous failures, he decided that he was going to run for president. And on November 6, 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected the 16th president of the United States of America and would go on to become one of the greatest presidents in the history of our country. After his election, he would go on to say this: "The path was worn and slippery. My foot slipped from under me, knocking the other foot out of the way, but I recovered. And I said to myself, it's a slip, not a fall." The message here is a simple one. Accomplishments come with desire and dedication. You always have to believe in yourself, no matter what obstacles may stand in your way. I believe in you. Mrs. Larkin believes in you. Your teachers believe in you. Your parents believe in you. Be brave. It takes courage to follow your dreams. Thank you.